Good afternoon, students. So in previous session we have already completed line of symmetry. In that we have seen symmetry for the regular polygons. Then we have discussed about the exercise 14.1. I will share the PDF of answer key of that. Now we discuss rotational symmetry. So rotational symmetry means what? Suppose you are considering such kind of diagram. Maybe there is A, B, C, D. If you rotate it from here to here, that is your 90-degree rotation is there. So this A will come over here, B will come over here, C will come over here, and D will come over here. So means 90-degree rotation is there. Again, if you rotate it 90 degree, then what happens? This A will come over here, B will come over here, C will come over here, and D will come over here. 90-degree rotation means 90 half rotation is completed. Again, if you rotate it 90 degrees, so what happens? A, the position of A is here, that will be over here now. B, C, D. Again, you rotate 90 degree means one full rotation is completed. So again, if you observe first position and this one is your last position, what happens? What is the similarity? Both are equal. Means the complete rotation, if you do, then the position of the figure remain as it is. You will get back the same diagram. So this kind of symmetry is known as rotation symmetry. So let's see the definition. What do you say when the hands of a clock go round? You say that they rotate. The hands of a clock rotate in only one direction about a fixed point and the center of the clock face. Rotation like movement of the hands of a clock is called a clockwise rotation. Otherwise it is said to be anti-clockwise. So what is the rotational symmetry means? However, if you rotate it by 90 degree about the fixed point, whatever diagram is given, you are rotating this diagram about 90 degree fixed. Then how many times you rotate? 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4 rotation, again you are getting the same position of the diagram. So this kind of symmetry is known as rotation symmetry. So this is all about the definition. And whatever angles you are taking 90 degree, this is known as the angle of rotation. Okay. So that's why you are getting the same position after 4 rotation. So this is all about rotational symmetry. Next we will see some more examples so that you will be able to understand the concept clearly. Let's see the next example. Before that, understand few terms which you have to know about that. So when an object rotates, its shape and size do not change. The rotation turns an object about a fixed point, and this fixed point is the center of rotation. Means, suppose you consider the square, this is the center of the square. When you rotate it, we are not changing the shape and size of this square, but what we are doing, we are just changing its position by rotation, and it will rotate around this center of point. So that is known as center of rotation. What is the center of rotation of the hands of a clock? Obviously the middle one where all the 3 hands are met together. Center of the clock, that is your center of rotation. The angle of turning during rotation is called the angle of rotation. Means for one turn we are using angle of 90 degree, we are moving for one turn. So 90 degree is the angle of rotation. For second turn 180 degree, for third 270, and for last that is a 360 degree. 360 degree means full rotation is completed. So how many times you are rotating? 4 times. So order of rotational symmetry is 4 and angle of rotation is 90 degree, because each and every time we are turning or rotating the object by 90 First 90, that is quarter half, half, then 3 parts of 90 degree, and then full rotation. So a half turn means rotation by 180 degree, a quarter turn means the rotation by 90 degree. Okay. So when it is 12 o'clock, the hands of the clock are together by 3 o'clock, the minute's hand would have made 3 complete turns, but the hour hand would have made only a quarter turn. What can you say about their position at 6 o'clock? Obviously half rotation is completed. Okay, so this some example. Suppose you are considering square. This is the original position and P is the point, so that you can identify the position after each rotation. Suppose you are turning this by 90 degree. So position of P will be over here now, from here to here. Again, if you turn by 90 degrees, so position of P from here to here it will shift it. Again, if you turn by 90 degrees, so from here to here the position is shifted after 270 degree. And again you rotate by 90 degrees, so P, the position of P is over here, that will be shifted over here. So if you compare the last position and the first position, both are equal. So after 4 turns, you are getting the same position of the diagram. So angle of rotation is 90 degree, and after 4 rotation you are getting the same position of the object, means you can say the rotational symmetry is of order 4. So this is all about your rotational symmetry. Any query you can ask me. Thank you. So from this what we can conclude, let's see. A square has a rotational symmetry of order 4 about its center. And what observation we can do? The center of rotation is the center of the square. The angle of rotation is 90 degree, because each time we are turning, we are rotating by 90 degrees. So angle of rotation is 90 degree. The direction of rotation is clockwise, but here I have taken anti-clockwise. You can rotate this way also and this way also. The order of rotational symmetry is 4. So this is all about your rotational symmetry for square. Suppose you are considering a triangle. Then what is the rotational symmetry for triangle? Let's see. Now consider the equilateral triangle. Okay, this is the original position of the equilateral triangle. To mention the position of triangle, we are just keeping the point R over here. So each and every rotation, the position of R is also changing. Now we rotate this triangle from here to here by 120 degree. Okay, then the position of R is where? Here. Okay, again we rotate this by 120 degree. So the position of R is where now? Here. From here to here it is shifted. Again we rotate the R by 120 degrees. So position of R is where now? Here. So after 3 rotation of 120 by 120 degree, we are getting the same position of the object. So what we can say for this equilateral triangle? The rotational symmetry are of order 3. Angle of rotation is 120 degrees. So this way we can find the rotational symmetry and the angle of rotation. And here we have moved in the direction, that is the clockwise direction. Okay. So this way we can find the rotational symmetry. So now you will get the clear idea. Rotational symmetry means where you have started. From the starting point, after rotation you will have to reach about that position again. Means you have completed one full rotation. To do that, how much angle you require for that rotation, that becomes your angle of rotation. And in which direction you are moving, that is clockwise or anti-clockwise, or how many times you have to do that, how many times you have to rotate by that particular angle of rotation, that is known as that is defined the rotational symmetry. So here the center of equilateral triangle becomes the center of rotation. So this way we can find the rotational symmetry. So this is all about rotational symmetry. Some more examples are already given. We will discuss that in the next video. Thank you.